This is November 1 Delta, Uniform Charlie calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
You like that one? Is that the one you want, or you want that one? That one?
Kilo Echo 4 Lima Romeo Sierra. This is November 3 Alpha Radio Bravo.
Roger, 5-9 Georgia.
Hello everyone, this is Junie, N1DUC, and this is our activation kayak mobile from Cowan Lake State Park, 1943 in Ohio.
Kilo 9, Juliet Foxtrot Bravo. I have you at about a 5-3, 53 per kilo, 1943 QSL.
We didn't quite start our activation when we wanted to initially. Our equipment didn't work right away or do what we wanted it to do right away, so Matt actually had to do some troubleshooting with the equipment.
All right, thank you. Stand by for Angela. Stand by.
Mochi just kind of sits there
You are 5-5
behind me.
here into Cowan Lake.
Roger that. You are 558 here into Arkansas. Thanks for the activation. I'll stand by for a second.
All right, stand by for a second out.
Kilo 5, Bravo Charlie Whiskey. Here is Kilo 2, Echo Alpha Golf from the Kayak.
Roger that. You are 5-8 here into Arkansas as well.
Now let's go to our nighttime kayak activation on the lake.
All right, so we're doing an activation here out on the water.
CQ Parks on the air.
You can hear the geese. Mochi's here in the back.
0 Juliet Papa Romeo.
Say hi, Mochi. I'm trying to.
Kilo
There he
Mike
is. He's hanging out right
again.
behind me. I'm on a paddleboard,
Papa Romeo.
and Matt
Papa Romeo.
K2EAG
Thank you.
is
Kilo
on his
Mike
kayak.
0,
We're
Juliet
doing a
Papa
dual
Romeo.
activation right now, so
It takes longer to log by paper here, which we're
we're
doing
gonna
on the kayak.
continue.
Floating on Cowan Lake here in Park Kilo 1943. I have you 5-9. How copy?
It's time to make some quacktastic contacts with Mochi.
I have third-party traffic from my duck Mochi. Did you catch that?
Stand by.
Hold on, stand by. Did you hear my duck Mochi?
I did.
Thanks so much for helping us activate. You can check that out later on YouTube. 73.
7-3.
This is November 1 Delta Uniform Charlie, Parks on the air, QRZ.
Kilo Oscar 4, Quebec Mike Mike.
Quebec Mike station, please come back.
Kilo Oscar 4, Quebec Mike Mike.
Kilo Oscar 4, Quebec Mike, you have a beautiful 5-9 signal into Park Kilo 1943 QSL.
QSL, you and your duck are a 5-7. Strong 5-7 into Central Florida. My name is Roger.
All right, thanks for the 5-7 into, or the 5-7. Say hi, Mochi. All right. he
Next,
says
Matt
that
will
you are
explain a
also
little bit
5'9",
more
and I'm
about
gonna give
the
you to second
antenna and
operator,
how it's set up.
K2EAG.
What kind of antenna you use?
We're using an alpha antenna. This is the FMJ Foxtrot Mike Juliet, and the whip is maybe about 10 foot. I've got a radial strung out behind the kayak.
Very cool, very cool. All right, you have a great evening. 73 from the Sunshine State. Say hello to
In this next contact, we're about to get our best signal report ever.
This is November 1 Delta Uniform Charlie floating with a duck in a kayak at Park Kilo 1943, and my friend, come get us. QRZ.
Come now.
Alpha 5, Papa, Quebec Lima.
Whiskey Alpha 5 Papa Quebec Lima QSL.
QSL, you're 5 and 10, or 5 and 10. I would say Waco, Texas area.
All right, roger that. Copy the 510. You are you're about a 5'9" into Park Kilo 1943 Ohio.
Yeah, you got a super signal. It's about 10 over.
Man, we're doing really good over here out on the lake. We're sitting on kayaks. I got my duck here. I'm here with my friend, and we're just having loads of fun. Stand by for second operator.
Okay, standing by.
Whiskey Alpha 5. Papa.
Got a 510.
Kilo 2. Running on a 20 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. Both are in Pelican style cases, although the radio is opened up here in its case and propped up. Very calm water.
If you notice, it's a really wide kayak, and they're pretty stable. So he did a good job setting this up.
Antenna FMJ. It's mounted on a motor mount that we rigged up on the back of the kayak. Go ahead.
I hope everybody heard that.
You're up to 5.7 now.
Yeah, 5.7. Woo! Can't beat that fight 10.
I think the best part of this kayak activation was getting to laugh and just have a really good time. I think that it was actually more fun than any other activation I've ever done. So I give kayak activations a 5-star rating.
Thank you. Junie and I are both afloat on a kayak.
We're afloat on a boat.
We're both kayak mobile. Kayak mobile. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Dr. Seuss.
Great to work, you guys. Sounds like you're having fun.
Thank you. We are. It's been a great week down here in Southwest Ohio for Hamvention.
QSL, you're a 5.9 into the park.
That's what I thought. 5 and 2, Junie. 5 and 2. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, 5.2. Stand by for second operator. You look so cool with this red light in you. You're like, it's like you're on a boat in World War II.
I gotta get this message out.
Let's go into more detail about the kayak setup and get to see it in the daytime up close.
Hello. Here's our Sea Eagle Fast Track and Sea Eagle Explorer kayaks, and I'm going to walk you through what we have on board. Follow me. First of all, we'll just go over some of the standard equipment. We've got our paddle, and like a lot of the equipment you'll see on board, everything is tethered in case you become busy operating and that you missed that the paddle went overboard. Up front, we've got a dry bag with a towel, and we've got a storage pouch here with a first aid kit, with a flashlight, with a repair kit. Recently, I actually repaired this while on the water and was able to do a temporary patch quick enough before we lost enough air. So that was great. Always plan for the unexpected. We've got a couple water bottles. Got a pack with some snacks because we might be out on the water for a while. On the back of the seat, we have a little backpack, and we've got a marine. Actually, the marine radio is out right now. Let's switch over to here. We've got a floating VHF marine radio with channels 16 and 9 for quick access to the calling frequency and emergency frequencies. Next to it, we've got a Yaesu. This is a VX6. What I really like about these radios is that they're submersible, and we'll program this for simplex, and we'll be able to stay in touch on the water. In the back here, we have a motor mount. This is the optional motor mount from Sea Eagle, and this provides a platform for our HF antenna. The HF antenna is a alpha antenna, FMJ, full metal jacket, and we've got about a 13-foot whip, and you'll see our POTA flag flying proudly at the top. And the way this antenna mast works is this is a lot like a tent pole. So there's an elastic cord run through the pole, and you'll pull this apart, and you'll be able to collapse it. So it's stows very small, and this works quite well on pretty much all the HF bands, to be honest. I've got a 33-foot radial wire that's off of the ground lug of the antenna, and also part of the emergency equipment is we have a spare pump that we take along after that recent event where we had the puncture. Otherwise, these are very reliable boats. They're a multi-ply PVC material, higher pressure than some of the cheaper models, and we've taken this out onto some pretty large lakes. So let me show you what's in the boxes up front. These are a Pelican style case. These are some knockoffs or cheaper options available through Harbor Freight. A lot of hams will use this for their POTA equipment. And we've got a Zigu G90. This is a 20 watt QRP radio. All HF band, CW phone. And what I'll do with this, first of all, keep them stowed in here while paddling, so everything stays dry. These are airtight. There's a little valve in the front, open and close, and it becomes an airtight seal. And I'll set up the G90 here. I've operated with the CW key at the top. I'm right-handed, so we'll put it that way. And I've got a microphone for phone activations, and a power pole, an Anderson power pole. These are great for connecting your equipment, and they'll go from the radio to the battery. And this is a battery I got from Impulse Electronics. It has a 20 amp hour Bioenno battery. 20 amp hour with a radio like this will get you through all weekend for an activation. So that's it. So we'll be floating out in the lake and doing an activation, and then when we're ready to paddle again, we'll put everything back in the boxes and call it a day. So thank you very much.
Hey everybody, it's Junie. Thank you for watching. We have a Patreon and also a way to buy my ducks a salad. If you check out our About section or look at the description below, you can help us out. Thank you so much. 73.
Quack, 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 quack.